forest had no sound, not the usual crashing branches, mating calls, or furious chest beats. Even the fog swallowed noise before it could form. The apes noticed first. Something moved between the trees without breath, without shadow, yet heavier than air itself. They called him Caesar, a chimpanzee. But unlike any other, his eyes were black mirrors, cold, calculating, patient. He memorized everything: who slept too long, who dared swing too close, who even dreamed of rebellion. He began with the leaders, gorillas, orangutans. Dominant chimps, anyone who defied him vanished. First corpse was discovered beneath the hollow fig tree, limbs twisted backward, ribs crushed, eyes wide and staring, mouth forced open as though still screaming. But it was not just death. Caesar had feasted, flesh torn with precision, a horrifying lesson in obedience for anyone who might challenge him. The forest itself seemed to watch. Complicit in the silence, he moved like shadow through the trees, hands over faces, crushing throats, snapping spines. Each kill was deliberate, ritualistic. Limbs bent unnaturally, bones were collected, placed in spirals around the hollow tree femur, jaw, spine building a grotesque crown of terror. The jungle learned fast. Mothers silenced infants with teeth. Young apes no longer cried. Dominant. Displays ceased. Eye contact became forbidden. Fear became ritual and obedience the only law. The air itself was heavy with dread, the fog thick, every movement scrutinized. Even the wind seemed to hesitate, listening when a desperate mob of chimps, gorillas, and orangutans finally confronted Caesar. He did not roar. He did not move at first. He simply stared, black eyes unblinking, calculating. One ape screamed. Caesar moved, faster than thought. Limbs, jaws, hands, a cruel, mechanical rhythm of predation. He tore one of the challengers apart. Eating with deliberate precision, the others froze, terror striking deeper than hunger or pain. Their horror became a lesson, their fear, a chain around their minds. By dawn, the spiral of bones around the hollow tree had grown. Caesar's presence dominated the forest completely. Apes moved quietly, shadows among shadows. Mothers whispered warnings with their teeth. Infants learned that defiance meant being torn apart. Fed to Caesar and leaving only silence behind. The smell of blood lingered in the fog, a warning that nothing escaped his eyes, and deep in the hollow tree, Caesar listened. Not for rebellion, not for weakness, only for sound. Because the moment the forest screamed again, he would begin teaching once more. The fog thickened, the leaves shivered. When he finally stepped back, the fog had swallowed the remains. Nothing recognizable remained. Only a crimson stain creeping into the roots, curling through the spiral of bones below. The silence returned, thicker, heavier, like the forest itself was breathing in terror. Then Caesar looked upward, directly at the viewer or any unseen eye watching. His gaze pierced the darkness, black, unblinking, eternal. The forest waited, and in that moment, every ape, every shadow, every leaf understood. Any sound, any scream, any defiance would be the last. The forest had a king, and the king ate his challengers alive. And the silence waited, patient, eternal, like a predator above all predators.